Today in America, an estimated 160,000 children will skip school because they're afraid of being bullied when they get there. Think about that. 160,000 kids are too frightened to go to class. Our next guest is determined to change those statistics. Let's go in depth now with Travis Brown, better known as Mr. Mojo to the kids. Travis is an anti-bullying and youth leadership coach who's on a nationwide no bullying tour. He joins us this morning live from Indianapolis. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning. Mojo up, mojo up, mojo up.
What does that mean? What are you telling kids when you tell them that they need to get their mojo up? What is your message to the students?
Well, mojo is really the highest level of positive attitude, positive energy, positive excitement and energy. And so we actually charge them with the battle cry of Mojo Up, and that simply just means take a stand, be a leader, stand up or speak up for their fellow classmates.
And you're talking about the kids who may be witnessing a bullying event or might see on the playground where one child is being, I hate to say it, but culled from the herd and picked on by maybe some of the bullying, the more aggressive kids. You're asking the other kids to stand up.
Absolutely. We know that there are the bullies, there's also the bullied, but a lot of our message is geared towards the bystanders, those students that are watching it, that are seeing it. I know statistically we see that almost 50% of students see, hear, or watch it every single day. And so what we're really trying to do is get them students to just speak up or to speak out, to do something to help their classmates out. And we know that if just one of them will do that, the rest of them join. It makes it so much easier on everybody else.
You know, if kids are watching while they're getting ready for school this morning, or parents are watching right now, how do you get those kids to step in? Because some of them are afraid of being bullied themselves, and some of them are just trying to keep their head down and, you know, and learn, and they're really shutting that out.
Well, part of our message is really just inspiring students to realize that they can really help. I mean, just something as simple as saying, hey, man, don't talk to her that way, or don't laugh at them right there. That's not cool. Now, we do know that is creating a lot of fear, and a lot of students are really scared in this situation. But what we want them to understand is when they come together, when they really work together as groups, all it takes is one student to step up. And now they're saving a life. They're saving somebody from maybe turning to drugs or alcohol or even in some situations, suicide.
You know, it's interesting because schools are really getting serious about this. You know, at my kids' school, the big program is rewarding the peacemaker. Who is the peacemaker, and holding up the peacemaker as really the hero of the school, a new peacemaker every week. It is really focusing on the positive, but it has to be a school-wide, top-to-bottom, multi-layered approach to combat bullying. I mean, you can come in and inspire the kids on one weekend or one weekday, but the schools really have to have, and the research has shown, they have to have a comprehensive, effective strategy to fight bullying. They can't just kind of address it and walk away.
Well, we call those the mojo makers, the big ballers, shot callers, the impact players. But you're right, and I think that legislation is doing some great things, putting things in place, but it really comes down to the village approach. And so part of my message on this tour is to educate our educators, our parents, and our students, because we know that it's going to take everybody to do that. And so one of the things that we've developed is a no bullying toolkit. So once I leave your school, they have all the tools necessary to run an Operation Mojo Week, a No Bullying Week, and run this program every single week throughout the rest of the school. And it gives the kids the tools to be empowered to make a difference every single day. And I think that's part of what the statistics have proven that it takes to make a real dent in this issue of bullying.
You know, we've done so much research on this and this in-depth this week, Travis. You know, we've found that teachers have to have control of their classrooms. There has to be adequate supervision of the playground. You can't lump bullies together. Sometimes they can get more aggressive if you do that. There's some research from Johns Hopkins shows that some of the peer-to-peer mediation doesn't work. I mean, we're finding out a lot more about this than we ever knew before. I know that you've gone to so many schools. Every school might even be a little bit different. You even got a call from Jamie Foxx's daughter to come to her school in LA. Tell us about that.
Well, it was a really cool experience, and anytime you have somebody like Jamie Foxx, who's a celebrity that is willing to get a part of that, it's incredible. But really, it was his daughter, Corinne. She was the one that decided at her school, after doing a survey, that it was so important to make an impact that she went on YouTube and she found me, she reached out to me, brought me out there, and we did an awesome program for her. And it was just awesome to see both her mom and her dad there to support her and her school in this cause, because it doesn't matter if you're famous, it doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter where you live. I mean, there's so many elements to bullying these days, because it's not just physical. it's verbal and it's cyber. So it was just awesome to be a part of something that was so cool to see it happen on such an awesome level.
And you bring up cyber, which is a whole nother angle. I mean, you can have as much control over the classroom as you want. You can have as much supervision in the playground as you want. But if kids are stalking and bullying online, then that's another thing that kids and students have to be, and parents have to be really serious about. Mr. Mojo, Travis Brown, very nice to meet you, and thanks for all your work.